All right. So, last time on Horrible D&D Time, our crew came face to face with the supposed half-elf druid Ianvin, the man who had poisoned Zelfine's druid family and had been doing the same thing to other druid circles all over the Sword Coast and possibly even further. He stood between them and a door entering the Brotherhood's hideout. After some banter, a fight erupted. He proceeded to fight the group alongside a green Abishai. Once he seemed to be knocked out, his body twisted and contorted to reveal his true form, that of a green dragon. The party found themselves quickly in a panic as a green poison was spread across the battle. It knocked out several and outright ended Ryleigh's life. As she lay motionless on the ground, Brimstone rushed forward, devoid of his senses. Around the corner, the party's guide, Hue're, took out a diamond from his pocket and slammed it into Ryleigh, snatching her back from the jaws of death as Revivify was cast. Summoning their remaining powers, the group dispatched Ianvin, but not before he exploded into a burning ball of flame. Once the Abishai was taken care of, the group took a short breather before heading towards the door. As you all go to push the door open, you find it doesn't budge. It's at this point that Hue're, who had been saying something to Ryleigh as he walks over, he wanders over back to where Ianvin's body was and stuck his hand in some green sloppy goo on the ground that was once Ianvin. He walks up to the door and sticks his hand onto it, and it makes this horrible hissing sound as the green ooze comes down off onto the door, and a string of glowing green runes along the edge of the door appear. He pulls his hand back and shakes off the remainder of the goo, and the door opens. He looks directly at Ryleigh and says, "Follow me."
She does.
As you all enter the room, it's clearly far older of a building than the new furnishings would make you think. Everything here looks like it's slapdash together with crates and barrels that are used as furniture. Hue're, at this point, starts walking towards an open door at the end of the room leading into a hallway. Just as he and Ryleigh walk past the door snaps shut behind them.
Brimstone's gonna run up to the door and he's gonna try and open it. Is there a handle on this side at all?
There is no handle.
It swings in towards us.
It doesn't even swing. At first, you didn't even know there was a door at first until they walked through it slammed together.
So there's no lock or anything either.
Nope.
Alright. Brimstone is going to call to Eamon, and he's going to start, he's going to ask him for help, and we're going to start, trying to bust this door down. Well, actually, can we fit side by side in the hallway? We can, right?
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah, let me...
It's a pretty tight hallway. And as you, get up to the door, you hear from behind it, "Must be one of her traps." I suggest going around. It'll be faster than trying to knock the door down.
Yeah, I was going to say, for once, I think bashing the door down is not the best solution. I think we have to go forward.
Which way? Which way, Hue're? Which door do we use?
And at this point, you don't hear anything back.
Shit.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
It's an 18.
Okay, 1 second.
Am I getting any weird vibes from Hue're and the "it's faster to go around" nonsense?
Yeah, well, let's have a look.
Yeah, Ryleigh's just not with us, huh?
Yeah, she's just not with you right now. 1 second. 1 second. That's not what I meant. Click. Whoop. No, why aren't you working? 1 second. Apologies. I should have had this ready.
You're all good.
But I was messing around in Foundry because I like Foundry and I wanted to play with it.
That's valid.
Oh, come on. Where's the thing I need to do? Aha. Boop. Boop. Okay, you rolled. So it seems reasonable to go around, and as you like look at this solid door, you think there's like some magic on this.
Yeah, my hammer's not magic, so I'm pretty sure if I smack that, I'll get electrocuted or something.
My greatsword is, but I don't think that if there's a way to go around there, that might be our best bet.
Yeah, something's not right here. We need to hurry.
Okay, what's around this
He
hallway?
just took off without us.
This one.
Can I
This
insight
one.
check, actually?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. While Eamon's heading down that hallway there.
Yeah,
He's just looking. He's not going to go anywhere without the party.
Yeah, you see stairs kind of like going up.
Am I feeling that, or am I feeling this? I'm feeling this, I think. Normal. My insight's not great, but 9.
9.
I'm not getting anything better from that.
Yup. Nope. 1 second. Oh yeah, nothing seems off. Like, you think back and Hugh, like, smells the same as when you first met him. So
Yeah,
there's nothing off there.
I'm gonna pop a sanguine scent for sure.
Okay. So as you do that, you get several pings around you. You feel like it still seems like small for what would be the headquarters of a big group like this. But you do smell a couple of tieflings. You do smell... You think a changeling. You smell a human.
A changeling?
Mm-hmm.
Brimstone will go, shit, I know that smell. That's...
You also smell a devil. And a lizard folk.
Something's not right.
Guys, we seriously need to pick a direction and go.
Yeah, let's go. I'm picking the hallway that Eamon looked down. See if we can hang around.
Right, time to any percent this dungeon, guys. Let's go.
Do I... I'm gonna hold off on activating my sanguine scent to see if I could, like, to pick up exactly where she is yet, because, to see, like, where these hallways go. I might do it later, but, just, you know,
right.
Just so you're aware, DM, but I'm not doing that just yet.
Okay.
We're gonna Scooby-Doo peek around this corner.
So, like, as you get to the end here, you do see a door on just immediately on your right. And you see, like, it kind of sneak into what looks like a slightly bigger room and another door. But you can't quite see all the way around the corner yet, because it's a pretty tight hallway.
I figure we head into this room, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
something's going around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Just one sec.
I wanted to, like, be cautious, but I get the feeling that we're not going to be able to.
Yeah,
So yeah, further into this room, you see like a large statue of what looks to be a horned man with like streams going down his cheeks. But yeah,
Okay.
which
Sorry,
door?
were you done?
Yeah, which door are you going into? The top one?
Well, this seems like the time to make a religion check.
Yeah.
Just, you know, I have this statue with the bloody tears. It seems like it has some religious... You said it was bloody tears, or it's tears?
I said it was streams. It's a statue. You can't tell because it is made of rock. You can't. It's not painted.
Well, I got a 21, so does this statue have any religious significance?
You believe it's one of the older religions. You haven't studied it a whole lot, but you do know that the crying horned man is a symbol of one of the more ancient civilizations that once resided under Waterdeep. And they were tasked with guarding the gates of hell. And in the process of guarding the gates of hell, they became tainted. Okay, Percy should go. Here, Percy. Stick behind Saoirse.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay that. Do I know the name of the individual depicted?
You don't. You know that that's a pretty old religion, though, so the name's kind of gotten lost to time. But yeah, down here you do see a path going for. That's not the right one. A reveal area. The path kind of going this way, but you also see the two doors, one up here and one down here. It helps if I've got the pingy. Door.
Yeah, I think we want to go down for this one.
Yeah, something's headed this way because it's the general direction that they went.
Can I quickly, as we're passing through this room, can I see if if this wall with my spatial awareness of where we are, can I see if this wall might have any kind of like a secret passageway? What's on this wall? Are those like?
Yeah, you can roll me a perception check.
Yeah. Let me do that. My dice on Roll20 were stinky, so I'm going to use my real dice this time. It's not any better. Perception of 6.
It looks like a wall to you.
Eamon's gonna try just for fun to pull down the torches, like to see if they're like a lever or something.
You go to pull them down and it just comes right off, and now you're holding a torch.
Well,
you know what?
I got a torch now. Wait, actually, does everyone here have dark vision?
I mean, that still won't help. Like, we can always use a torch because dark vision doesn't make it like day.
Okay.
Is Zelfin leading the way down this hallway?
Yeah, Zelfin's already going.
Okay.
Eamon's sword is on fire. He doesn't need a torch. I forgot.
Yeah. So you enter into this room and find a staircase going up.
Shit. Okay, this isn't leading the way that we meant to go.
Fuck.
Look, I think we have to explore some way. I think our best option is to just keep going until we find a way out of here.
But it's taking us in the opposite direction that we need to be going in.
I think that,
this is a windy, twisty path. I don't know where anything for sure goes, but I get the feeling that this is a dungeon-type scenario where the simplest way is not going to be the exit.
Let's at least
DM,
look down, okay.
DM, are these stairs, have they all been taking us up so far?
More or less.
Yeah, so we're not even on the same level anymore.
Right. Yeah, I think doubling back is probably it.
Yeah, I want to check in the other way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And yeah, Sarah was saying, Saoirse's sword is glowing too.
Yes. If you guys say anything in chat, please let me know if it's important, because I am not reading chat.
Eamon will let Zelfine take point, as she is the most trap-aware person here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, Brimstone, as you pass by the door over here, you do know that smell some tieflings behind there, and that is where the scent of the one human you've picked up is.
Oh, I did not even see the door there.
Okay.
Whoops.
I will relay that to the group. I think there's a human behind those doors. Behind this door over here. It could be Alderson. Let's see if we can get to Ryleigh quickly. If not,
I think if there's a human in there, they're probably against their will. I think we need to rescue them.
Okay, let's see where this hallway leads, and then figure out what we want to do.
Okay. So as you head down this way, you see what looks to be a little, common room, almost like a kitchen or dining area. And sitting at the table, you see two individuals. You see Leototh, the woman that you had met before in the previous Brotherhood's area. And
Leo, yeah.
And Brimstone, you notice sitting across from her is a small, kind of gloopy-looking person. And you would recognize this as Umi, who is the changeling, and they are about half the size of when you last saw them. They have big black eyes.
Umi also escaped. Yeah.
Yep. Umi also escaped.
Yeah.
And they glance over at you two, the two glance over at you lot as you came over. Oh, is somebody there?
No.
Leo, it's them, I think, those people.
Hey, Leo.
Oh, hello, Nikolai. What are you doing down here? Have you come to witness the beginning?
I'm sorry, what did she say?
Are you here to witness the beginning?
The beginning?
Yes. The beginning.
You're going to have to tell me a little more about that. And he'll kind of nod to Zelfine to, look at that door. That's by us.
Place is built on a portal to hell. Unfortunately, I think I know what she's talking about.
I want to hear what she has to say about it.
The beginning of the new world. Where we'll all live in peace. And yeah, Zelfine, as you come up to this door, this one, it does have a lock. You go to push it, it is locked though.
You know what we gonna do then.
Yeah.
Zelfine's gonna take her hammer out and smash it.
Aemond, I'm gonna...
That fucking got me, I'm sorry!
I'm gonna stay here and keep talking to them. Aemond, can you go with Saoirse, check on that other door I pointed out?
All right.
And Brimstone will kind of keep them talking.
Saoirse, Eamon is going to hold his sword in one hand, and he's going to slowly push open the door. And he's going to kind of nod to Saoirse. Actually, before he does it, he's going to nod to Saoirse, as if to ask her if she's ready.
She'll nod back.
All right.
Is Percy gonna chill in here with me and Zelfine?
I'm assuming so. Yep. Sorry.
Okay.
A lot of moving pieces right now.
No, yeah, you're good.
All right. So you guys are opening this door over here. Yeah. All right. So as you slide the door open, you're immediately met by a large devil that turns to you. But you notice this devil doesn't have any teeth. He's just got awkward gums and big scars around his mouth. And he stands there with his fork in the ground, looking at you, kind of sadly.
I'm going to say in Infernal, hey, you?
And
what's going on here?
You don't see his mouth move, but you can hear in your head, in Infernal, so you've come.
For what exactly?
This is the prison. You've come to free the prisoners, have you not?
Yeah.
I am meant to guard the prison. It is my one job.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am not happy about most things these days.
Aang will kind of look to Saoirse and then look back to the devil and be like, you want to talk about it?
I am Raziel.
Razzle?
Raziel.
Razel. My apologies. Infernal is my fourth language.
I once lived in a little town called Devil's Aegis.
Eamon's gonna wait a second. Eamon is going to pull out the key that Brimstone gave him. Or would that be recognizable to newer?
Yeah, that key is the key to the crypt in Devil's Aegis. So he would probably recognize it.
You have the key to the crypt.
From a friend of mine.
Someone else survived. Oh, it must be Nikolai. Leototh has said that he is alive.
What are you doing here?
Guarding the cells, as I said. It is my job.
Why?
Because Radiance told me to.
And?
She was the one that took us in when we had nothing. Others would send me right back to hell. She was content to merely have me guard it.
Is Radiance trying to open the portal to hell?
He kind of looks away for a second. I fear that is what she plans on doing. She has convinced the others that this will be a cleansing fire to rebirth the world. I am tired. I do not wish to fight them on their beliefs, so I merely do as they ask. I am close to being sent back to the hells anyways. He gestures to his face, and I'll be no good there, as I was when I left.
Roselle, I think you should leave.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Do you mind if I finish what I was going to say first?
Yeah,
I thought you was going to reply. When the portal to hell opens, they're going to drag you back in and most likely punish you for leaving in the first place. I think you should go now and get out of here before that happens.
I am well aware of what they will do. Do you have an alternative for me? If I leave, I will be hunted down by people like you. He points at your holy symbol.
Aemond is going to tap the key. And he's going to say, there is one place I know of where you can hide.
Devil's Aegis is burned and gone.
It may not be so burned and gone as you think when you get there.
He, now roll me a persuasion check.
Do I get advantage of my little spiel or not?
Nah, we'll say you get a +2 for having the key, though. Not advantage, though.
Okay, so add 2 to this. That is, 14. I rolled really bad. I rolled a 3.
He, extends his hand and takes the key from your hand, if you'll let him.
Yeah, sure.
And he'll, look it over. It is the real thing. And then he gently hands it back to you. Things are quite out of my control these days. Perhaps I will try to make the pilgrimage back there. If we survive.
That would be best.
And he kind of just stands aside. I will not stop you. For you will either have to stop Radiance, or this will all be for vain anyways.
Eamon kind of gives him a subtle nod and will then walk to the prison.
Do we want to cut over to?
Yeah, I think that would be a good time.
I'm just revealing the hallway and the edge of the bars. You can't see in yet because we're cutting back. All right. Oh, Shelbs, you rolled a 10 on your thieves' tools. Oof.
Yeah, I'm very embarrassed by it.
Yeah, you go and click, and it like you get them jammed for a second, and you eventually get them like pulled out. But you're like, this just you think if you try to jam it anymore, you'll break your thieves' tools.
This is all I've got too. It's my stupid Jarlaxle branded lock pit.
You use the cheap brand.
Cheap son of a bitch, and she's gonna kick the door. Not expecting anything to happen. She's just going to kick the door.
Yeah. Thunk. You just hear a noise of like stone on boot. And Leototh has basically been talking to you, Brim, about how she thinks that Radiance is going to bring a new dawn, a new beginning. Everyone will live in peace.
Yeah, Brimstone is going to, he's going to try and, he clearly seems really uncomfortable with like the idea of like talking with them a lot about it, but he's going to try and simultaneously like keep Leo talking about like, you know, Radiance's plans and see if he can gain any more like details about it. And he also kind of wants to assess what Umi's situation is. Like last he saw were they that kind of gloopy? You described them?
Yeah, they were not that gloopy. They seem almost sick.
Yeah, can I maybe do some kind of like a medicine check maybe? See if I
Yeah,
can...
go for it.
Okay. Let's see. I need to. Oh, okay, that's not bad. I got a 10.
Yeah, so you kind of think back to the note that Vincent had given you, and you remember them saying that the changeling Umi had been tortured by the hunter's claw and had parts of them removed. And this feels like part of their like changeling makeup is trying to cover up parts that were taken away.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he like even though they recognize you, they kind of pull their hand back as you come close as they eye the sword on your back. Is that the sword of that guy?
Brim will take the sword out and he will place it on. He will. I mean, if they're uncomfortable, he won't like, you know, brandish it in front of them, but he will put it down and out of sight behind this pillar.
Yeah.
And he'll say, yes, I finally ended up catching up with him, the guy who did it. Who did it all. And,
Did you kill him?
He's gonna kind of look thoughtfully at Umi and he'll go, no, I didn't. I didn't kill him. I could have. I definitely would have made things a lot easier if I did, but I didn't kill him.
Yeah, you should have.
I don't know. It wasn't a decision I made lightly, if that helps. I thought about it a lot, and it certainly would have made things a lot easier, and he certainly was owed it for a lot of what he did. But I thought about it, and I realized in the moment that it wouldn't make us safe. Him being dead wouldn't change anything that happened to us, and it wouldn't let us keep going. And I've been on a pretty fucking crazy journey since all of that happened. Which, I don't know if I'd love to, regale you with some time, but I've learned a lot from the people around me, and one of the things I've learned is that making up for past wrongs, past injustices, has to involve looking forward. So I figured that killing him would only leave me looking back. So I didn't. But he is imprisoned, and I very much doubt, with the attitude he has, he's going to be getting out anytime soon.
Well, when the new beginning happens, he'll probably burn anyways.
I don't know about this new beginning. Why do you want it?
Because we were hurt. All they do is hurt us. They deserve to go away.
All of them?
I mean, they deserve it. We deserve to be happy.
And we do. I just don't know for me if all of them going away would make me happy. Would it make you happy?
Yeah. He says, but he doesn't really quite seem to believe it.
Yeah, Brimstone nods and then says, I mean, maybe it might make you feel good for a bit, but I don't think it'd make me happy if it were me. And it is me, to be fair. I think that there's room in this world for a new beginning that doesn't have to involve destroying everything that came before.
That's how things work, though. You can't start something new with the old still standing.
That's fair, I think. But when I look around at the people and places that, are around us, I think about, and I think about, like, starting something new. There's not a lot that there's a lot of people that I want in that new world. And I don't think that there's room in Radiance's new world for those people. Quite frankly, if I'm honest, I don't think there's room in Radiance's new world for anyone but herself.
That's stupid. You're being stupid. She's been with us all this. She took us in. Nobody else would.
I would.
You weren't there.
No, I wasn't. And trust me, if I had known, if I had come across you all, or even heard a whisper that you were alive, I mean, you know me. I'm the asshole who, when I heard that Leo had fallen off of the roof of our house, I was off fishing with it, and I ran about a quarter mile home. And nearly fucking remember I nearly fell in the fire on the way back. You know that I would have come running. Umi.
You would've, but you didn't.
I didn't.
We couldn't exactly make ourselves very public.
No.
Not with Razel.
Right, Razel. Leo had mentioned Razel.
He's here. Guarding the cells.
Okay. I'll have to go and say hi.
You should do that. Zelphine, are you poking around over here?
Yeah, I have more. I have one more thing I want to say to them, but yeah, we can switch to Zelphine for a sec.
Yeah. So yeah, Zelphine, you walk into this room and you see what look like torture implements on the wall, a sword on the one of the stone slabs. There's engravings on the wall of what looks like tieflings holding up the door to hell. And stairs going up, and there is a door at the top of the stairs. Shelbs, are you muted?
I sure the fuck am.
Whoops.
I was like, that's awfully silent.
The torture implements, does it look like they have been used recently?
Definitely. You don't even need to roll anything for that. You see some fresh blood on some of them.
She is just gonna back out and just kind of glance at this changeling she's been half listening to and just say, yeah, that's some new start you're working for, kid. And she's gonna head back over to this other door and see if there's anything. She's just gonna see if there's anything at all she can do to try again, and if not, just kick at it some more.
Okay. Yeah, you kick at it some more.
Yep.
At this point, we're going to cut back over to Eamon, because we've left him for a bit. Eamon, Saoirse, you walk down this hallway and see a couple of cells. And as you pass by this first one, helps if I pick the right tool. You see a human.
This is great.
Yeah. You see a human man. He's got a bruised cheek, tan skin, hood up, black hair. He looks older, closer to his 40s, kind of leaned over. And Saoirse, as you walk by, you ping immediately. This is Alderson. And as he turns to look at you both as you walk down the hallway, he goes, Saoirse! And he immediately is up on his feet and at the bars. Oh, my dear, my sweet. Is that you?
Saoirse runs to the bars, grabs his hands through them, and just, Addie! Oh, God.
I've been looking everywhere for you, everywhere.
Likewise.
You might want to stand back because I'm about to go full sushi sit chef on these jail bars.
I have no idea what that means, but it'd probably best to listen to him.
Of course. And he backs away.
Eamon is going to just hack through them with a flaming magic sword.
Yep. Roll me just one attack. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Do I get advantage?
No.
Dan, if you need advantage, these bars were not meant to be destroyed.
Yeah.
19.
Yep. 19. You slam right into it and cut into it like butter, and it just cling, cling, cling comes to the floor, and he rushes out.
And I will do the same with the bars here after telling everyone to stand back, of
Okay,
course.
as you walk over to this one, we're going to have a reveal here of... it helps if not... As you walk in, you are suddenly stunned in your place. You see Wesley in the corner, curled up, but across from him is Hugh. And he looks over at you. And the two of them look at you and go... Wesley goes, oh, Eamon! And he runs up. Thank God you're here. Oh. And Hugh looks and goes, who's this guy?
I fucking knew.
Oh, fuck.
Eamon is going to stare daggers into the soul of Hugh. And he's going to say, what do you mean, who is this guy? You let us here.
Sorry, what? I have never met you before in my life.
Fuck.
I have been stuck in here for months. Months.
Okay, both of you stand back. I'm gonna cut these. Fuck.
And yeah, he stands back along with Wesley.
Omaiwa Shinderu,
Roll me a attack.
bars. 18.
Yep, also good. Slices the door open.
I'd like to divine sense real quick just to make sure that neither of these are shape-changing fiends or whatever.
You sense a fiend down the hall. He's standing at the table.
He's just chilling.
though.
He's just chilling.
So, funny story. We had a friend who was disguised as you, Hugh.
Oh, fuck, he says.
And that's who Ryleigh's with right now, Hugh. And we don't know where they are.
You brought Ryleigh here? Here?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because we're dumb as hell. And neither of the paladins thought to use their divine... Actually, you know what? I don't know if divine sense would have even worked, because it probably wasn't...
We failed any insight checks.
Yep, you sure did.
I didn't even make an insight check.
And he just shakes his head and goes, I don't think your divine sense would have helped. If that's who I think it is, it's not gonna help.
We gotta get the hell out of here now.
Yep, don't have to tell me twice.
I'm sorry about this, Wesley.
It's not okay, but it's what's happening, so... Alderson is still holding Saoirse's hands and goes, I was such a fool. They told me that they would lead me to you, and then I saw what they were doing. Then they locked me up.
It's all right.
I thought this was simply an archaeological exploration of the previous residents of Waterdeep.
Boy, on God, the Bloody Brotherhood will tell anybody that they are anything.
Yeah, they will.
Starting to think the Brotherhood guys might not be that trustworthy.
No shit.
It's all right.
They might be terrible.
I understand. And then Saoirse just then notices Hugh and just pales and just... We've got to get to the others.
Yep.
Alright. Thump thump. Yeah, where are you guys going? Who's going where?
Immediately back to the others. Mad Dash, thanks for cooperating, Razzle Dazzle. Bye.
You hear
See
in
you
your
later.
head, please don't call me that.
Okay, bye.
As they're walking up, Brim
What do you mean walking? We are booking
running. As they're running
Speed
up,
walking.
Brimstone will. I do have one last thing he does want to say to them
Okay.
as they're walking up. Brimstone will go to Umi. I'll say, so I can't make your decisions for you. Oh God, everybody's here.
Problem, guys.
For me personally, the way that Radiance wants to go about things is not the way I want to do things.
Yeah, guys. Ryleigh's gone, and she's with someone who is not Hugh.
Hey guys. Hugh says, nice to meet you all. And yeah, Brim, you immediately clock Hugh and realize that the guy behind you doesn't smell anything like the person that you have been associating with.
Yeah, I did want to finish up with.
Yep.
Sorry about
Yep.
that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have moved everybody, apparently.
I apologize.
And Brim is just gonna say, this is as everybody's walking up. He's just gonna say, the way that Radiance is going about things reminds me a lot of the way Zariel wants to go about things. She reached out to me in my dreams after everything happened. And it, only recently has she sort of loosened her grip on me. And it was only when that happened that I managed to get in touch with Lydia again.
You've talked to a Duchess of Hell and Lydia? What are you, some kind of weird seer?
I don't think so.
That's weird. Yeah, that's definitely weird.
But my point is, the way the Radiance wants to do things doesn't line up with what I think is best for us.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to make the world any better. I think it's just going to make things worse.
All right. At this point, I'll get you to roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
So we're not just talking in circles forever.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. Finally. Persuasion. Oh man, I have -2 to charisma. Do I get any advantage at all?
No.
That's 12.
You kind of his lips kind of go pretty long, and he frowns a little bit. Well, I won't stand in your way. I couldn't if you wanted to. I don't think what you want to do is right, though.
I just want the world to not end.
It won't. Like I said, it's a new beginning. The world itself will still be here.
I just hope that after this is all over, it'll still be a world that we can share.
I'm sure it will be.
Whatever happens, I want you to know, Umi, and you, Leo.
Yes.
Devil's Aegis, I'm rebuilding it. I've sent a couple people that way. I want to build everything back.
What's gonna stop somebody from torching it again?
Brimstone will look at Umi, and he, with the most serious, stoic expression, me.
Like I said, I won't stop you from what you're trying to do. And he just leans back in the chair, kind of gloops off to the side. If you survive all this and stop Radiance, I'll consider going back. If you die...
Then you'll have been proven right.
Seems that way. Floop. He's gonna actually put him in an actual chair, more or less. There we go. Yep. Yeah.
And then I think at this point, Brimstone will turn around and see everybody coming, and he will see Hugh, and he will just pale as well. And he'll just say to the rest of them, "Oh, we have to go, don't we?"
Zelphine has her crowbar out from her burglar's pack and is trying to now pry the door open.
Okay. Roll me athletics, I think it is, with advantage. Yeah, you stick it in there, and the crowbar, like, gets wedged in and then stuck, and then it just doesn't move, and then, like, you actually bend it.
Eamon, can I have my hammer, please? Or, Brimstone, can I have my hammer, please?
God damn it!
Brimstone will give him his hammer.
Yep.
Alright. Sorry, we don't have time for finesse. Just gonna... Wha-bam!
Yeah, you slam into the door, and, like, electric shocks emanate from it and zap into your hammer, but because it's, like, stone, right? It's like rock? Or is it metal?
The hammer?
Yeah, the hammer.
It would definitely be metal. I mean, the handle would be wooden, but...
Yeah, so you see electricity, like, engulf the head of the hammer and then dissipate as it hits the wood. But it doesn't seem to have budged the door.
Okay, subtlety it is then.
Shit,
Actually, 1 second. I made a spell for this. Did I take Dispel Magic? I totally did take Dispel Magic, but this is my last 3rd level spell slot. I'm telling you guys now, if I use it here, I will not be able to cast Revivify later.
And at this point, you see Hugh scratching his head and goes, "Why don't you look for a key?"
Yeah, that would work.
Leo, Umi, do either of you have a key to this door?
We don't. There is a key, though.
Where is it?
It's in Yanvin's office.
Where's his office?
And she points down here towards, like, the door over here.
Brimstone is going to start sprinting that way.
Yep, Zelphine is also.
That we're going full Scooby-Doo speedrun tactics.
Yep. Alright, and you go to
Sorry,
open...
all this we'll explain later.
This door, yeah, it is also locked, but it doesn't seem to have the same magical appearance to it.
Alright, my lockpick ain't broke yet.
What's the sword here?
Oh, wait. Shoot. I'm still on advantage, so that's a 10. God, son of a bitch.
Yeah, the sword over there is just a rusty sword.
Never mind.
Brimstone will, if Zelphine will let him, he will attempt to break down the door.
Alright, go for it.
Can I rage?
If you really want to.
I have 3 of them left.
Can I just give you the help action for this instead? We can try to pry open the door together.
Could we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. So that's athletics at advantage, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
As they're rolling this just for future locked door reference, how's my lockpick looking at this point?
It is looking a little rough, but you haven't rolled a 1. If you roll a 1, it will break.
Sick. Okay.
22.
22. Yeah. This, you, like, hit it just right, and you hear, like, the internal locking mechanism snap as the door opens.
Alright. Spread out. Look for the key.
Yeah, you see 2 stairs going up towards what looks to be a desk in the middle.
Grab the
let's
diary and any
investigate.
evidence you find. Sorry.
Yeah, roll me investigation check.
Yeah.
Can we help Zelfine with that?
Yeah. We'd like to give her advantage if possible.
Yep. They got a couple of you going, so that'll be advantage.
Okay. Investigation 23.
Ooh.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, digging around here, Zelfine, you find a journal on the counter, and in like one of the drawers, you pull it open, and it looks like there's nothing inside of it, but you know this shit. You kind of like reach down and like push on part of the drawer's bottom, and it is a false bottom, and it flips up,
false bottom.
and you find a key and a little container of poison.
She's just gonna show Aemond real quick. For that, I assume this might help that dragon you told us about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna stick that in the bag. And then,
And yes, and then there is the key, and then there's also a journal, which, one second. I think I put it in party papers, I just didn't reveal it yet. No, I did not put it in party papers, I put it here. Show the players. Do you see it?
It's just a sheet of paper that says switch to Foundry.
hold on.
I might have to do one thing, actually. All players. Now do you see it?
Yeah!
There's a... Not only is you have to press the show to players button, but you have to make sure everybody can see it, too. This is why Roll20 sucks.
Do you want to, shall we take a second and have Leanne read it, or somebody else maybe, or...
I'll read it.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, as you like hand over the poison, you start skimming over this journal, and the first thing you see is the words, "If you are reading this, I've died. By your hands, perhaps? If so, congratulations. And I mean that sincerely. You can take or leave the following testimony as you see fit. I'm not looking to justify my actions or to seek forgiveness. I know neither is possible anymore. This is simply for my own peace of mind to know that my reasons are out there somewhere in the world. There's an age-old question. Are chromatic dragons truly evil, or is that a learned behavior thrust upon them? My mentor always thought there was no such thing as an evil-born creature. I was found as an egg by said mentor, an elven man named Alwyn Ilthadale. He was part of a druid circle far to the east. He had convinced the rest of his circle that if he raised a green dragon from birth, then they would be able to fight their evil nature. Sure enough, I was a clever and precocious child, but I grew attached to that small little circle. They were kind, and they were my family. I learned their magic, while they learned that a chromatic dragon could be friendly if given a chance. Over the next few years, I began to notice that civilization was encroaching on our grove. Those that took too much and left nothing in return. It seemed every day that our home had lost a bit of itself to the ferocious appetites of the men of this world. Humans particularly, the greedy little pigs. I tried to convince the rest of the circle to fight back against these invaders. I was met with a disappointment. Violence will not end the forest's suffering, Alwyn said. Now an old, even for an elf. I was comparatively young, and I was frustrated, and so I ran away deep into the woods. I stumbled upon old elven ruins that had been mostly consumed by the forest. Among the ruins, I found a mirror, a brilliant, beautiful mirror that had carvings of elves and beasts along its side. Looking into it, I saw not my own reflection, but an image of a man staring back at me. Tall and pale, with black hair and piercing red eyes. The man's name was Strahd von Zarovich. He had told me he was trapped in his own little dread domain, the mist separating his world from the rest of us. I told him stories of my forest, and he told me stories of his lost love. Eventually, he told me something that set off a chain of events that no one could imagine. He told me that druids tended to set up their circles where the veil is weakest between realms. He suggested that if all the druids left, or died, then the veil could be manipulated to one's will. I was enthralled by the idea. He offered to help me fight the sprawl of civilization if I managed to get him out of his little cage. I had told him I would talk it over with my circle. I did not have much time to discuss it with them, however. To be more accurate, I had no time at all. I came back to find my circle was already gone. I found their bodies mutilated and thrown about by a band of mercenaries who were working for a logging company. They were sent to clear out the area, no matter what that meant. For the first moment in my life, I was encroached with such a burning, bubbling, noxious rage. I breathed hot poison death upon the mercenaries. Their blood boiled and toxic green foam erupted from their faces. They died choking on their own tongues, with their faces blue and their bodies twitching in pain. I was left all alone. The way you hear how callously other chromatic dragons kill, you'd think killing these men would thrill me, or at the very least lessen the pain. It didn't either. I was merely left feeling sick, empty, and so horribly alone. Though at this moment I thought it would be a waste not to at least try the method of crossing the veil that Count von Zarovich had presented to me. However, I did not find the land of Barovia behind the veil, but the Hells. And peering back at me, the goddess of all chromatic dragons, Tiamat. I was terrified, and felt oh so small next to her great brilliance, even seeing just a speck of her through the tear I had made in the veil. Her great booming voice called out to me. She sensed the great pain I was in and offered me a solution. The world had taken my family, and it was content on taking the forest until there was nothing left. It was too late for my family, and there was only one true way to save the forest, and that was to cleanse this world of every one of these wretched beings. Humans, dwarves, gnomes, tieflings, orcs, halfling, and even the blasted elves. They all stood by and let their poison ruin this world. And she was right. Rot can only be removed with fire, in case it spreads again. Tiamat told me that she would bring an end to the world as long as I opened the door for her. That's the thing about gods. They require quite a big door. So I made my plan. I would find and kill any druid circle I could find. The more holes in the veil, the easier it would be for her to come and bring this world its peace. I knew full well that I was doing to others what had been done to me. At first I told myself it was for the greater good. Then I began to tell myself that despite all their claims of wishing to protect nature, they would so callously stand by and let others destroy it. Eventually, I found it hard to care. I granted them all one small gift, however. I would not leave any survivors. For then, none would have to feel the pain that I did. They could all die together on one last happy night. It really is a shame, my precious little trinket, that you chose not to drink the wine that night. I have a feeling it's you that's reading this, isn't it? I'll take it as punishment. I never meant for you to suffer the same fate as I. During my path of blood across the world, I ran into a woman merely calling herself Radiance. She too was a servant of my lady, granted the powers from Tiamat herself. She was independently granted information about my plan to rip over the veil. I would weaken the door, but she would provide the key to rip it open all the way. The key being a girl infused with wild magic as a baby. Though a ritual of Radiance's design, if the magic was allowed to grow and boil over for several years, it would be just the energy needed to connect and tear open the rifts I had set up over the years. The only problem now is to make sure the girl grew stronger over the next little while, so that the magic could become stronger as well. And so I offered my hand again to the man behind the mirror, Strahd von Zarovich. I would give him new playthings, and he would make the little sorceress stronger. I was not expecting her companions to kill the vampire lord, however. Such a shame. Everything is finally coming to a head now. The little sorceress is on her way with her little friends in tow. Everything will either end in our failure or in flames. And if you have already stopped my plan, well, I do hope I see you in hell. And that is it.
All I can say is,
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's how Zinnet got there. He was training Ryleigh with Strahd.
Reggie, we're playing!
And then they kidnapped a dog! How evil can you get? How do you kidnap a dog? That's so wrong.
Reggie saw his friend outside. He wanted to get to them.
We will process this in a moment. We have to get to Ryleigh.
Yeah, right.
Is Zelphine okay?
Delphine?
Zelphine is just absolutely shaking, and you see her grab the pages as though to just start ripping them from the journal, and she hears Brimstone say that, and she stops, and she closes it, and she shoves the journal in her bag, and she can't even say anything. She just nods, but she'll follow after him.
And collect the loose pages and then go after them.
No, she didn't rip it up.
No.
I don't think.
No.
Sorry.
She was just about to. The pages are a little crinkly now.
Okay. So we toss Brimstone the key. He's gonna unlock. Brimstone will unlock the door just in case there's any like fucking lightning shenanigans with this.
Yeah. So yeah, you go to put the key in the lock. You feel like a small spark, but as the key slips in, nothing happens. You open it, click, and the door opens. And yeah, at this point, Percy looks at the like collection of people we have and looks around and goes, "Should I just take everybody who's not a combatant and head back? We've got a lot of non-combatants here."
Look, if you can find a way out of here, sure. What's that door here?
It's a door.
I think the way out is pretty straightforward at this point. It's just long.
Can I open this door just to see if we're missing anything?
Yeah.
Because I know we're not coming back here.
Click, door opens, doesn't have a lock, you see a kitchen.
Okay, cool. Bye, kitchen.
Zelphine will just kind of look at Percy as he's, proposing his plan, and she's, still very visibly shaken by what she just found, but she'll nod and just say, "Be safe."
I'll rush back as soon as I can. And he, looks over at Saoirse. I'm going to take him back to town. I'll keep him safe, I promise.
You'd better.
I'll let you kill me if I don't. I promise. He gives you, a half-cocked smile.
Perseverance, I like you. Don't write checks that your ass can't cash.
I'm a city watchman. It's my job to protect people. I promise. I promise.
Thank you.
If I don't make it out of here, it's been nice knowing you.
You all better come back. I swear to God. It's all the gods. Literally every single last one. You better all come back, okay?
Okay, tell Estelle, you know what? That's not really safe for her. I'll tell it to her myself.
Yeah, and please don't. No, I'm leaving. And he he scoops, he kind of motions for everybody to leave and goes, Wesley, we got a lot of paperwork.
Okay, what is this book here?
It looks to be stone tablets that are actually, like, on the table. It is written in an ancient form of Infernal, and you can, like, make out bits of it, but, like, the dialect is funky.
Given that I speak Celestial as well and have proficiency in religion, would I be able to possibly roll for a religion check to figure out what it says?
Sure.
Nope.
Yeah, no, this is too old of a script. It is similar in nature to Infernal, but it is not Celestial. It is nowhere near the same kind of scripture anymore. It is way more flowy, and it is using verbs that you've never even heard of anymore.
I think Saoirse had a little bit more to say.
Oh, yeah, if you want to say that, please, we'll rewind a minute.
Yeah. Saoirse was just gonna look at Alderson and just go, I'll come home. I promise.
Oh, wait. And he gives you a small smile.
She smiles back, and that was it.
Cool. Apologies.
All good.
All right. So you come into this room. Yeah, you see the stone tablets on the table, and you see another door in front of you, and stairs going up. I'm just going to reveal that area. You see stairs going up, and it looks like the way that you would have come in if you had gone through these front doors.
In this main area where, like, those initial doors that shut behind them were, there's no other doors in here,
No.
right?
You don't see any other doors in here.
Yeah,
if you want to investigate, I'll get you to roll an investigation check.
I'm just gonna. Is there something of interest on this desk over here?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Looks like there's notes or something.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check.
I'm not very good at that. Would you like to roll it, Selphie?
She can if you'll call her over there, because she was heading back to that other door. She'll double back.
He will.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're not missing any clues. Can I give her advantage with the help action?
Oh, whoops, yeah. Hang on.
Yeah.
I forgot it.
Yeah.
It's a 20. Dirty 20.
So on this table, you see a lot of, like, basically inventory management. It looks like troop management. There's, like, different areas for, like, where different supplies are going and where they want collections of their operatives to go. And it's throughout the city. And you see, like, a letter opener on the table and, like, a half-eaten apple.
Zelphine will gather up all of that troop information and just kind of shove it in her bag and say, Detective Boy probably wants this later.
Yep.
Brim will, as we're heading in here, Brim will sort of, like, move over to where Saoirse is as everybody else is, like, leaving. And he'll say, he'll be okay. Percy's really good at his job.
I know.
I'm glad we found him.
I am too.
Now we just gotta make sure that you get back to him.
I will.
We'll make sure of it.
She just kind of nods.
Okay, and then Brim will return to helping everybody sort of search for stuff.
And I think you found everything in there. But, so you head towards the door at the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
And you find that it is not locked. You press, and it kind of like slides open, basically. And at this point, we're going to cut back to Katie.
Oh boy.
Ryleigh.
Hello. Yes.
From before you entered into this area, you heard a whisper in your ear from Hue're. You hadn't even thought much of it at the time because he's the one that brought you back. But you hear him whisper, "You're now under my control." And we had rolled a wisdom saving throw outside of this, and you had failed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on!
I rolled a 2.
She rolled a 2.
Oh, that's bad. That's real bad.
It's bad. I screamed.
Womp womp.
That's yeah. At the end of last session, I took her aside, got her to roll a wisdom saving throw, and she failed.
Yep. I've known this for 2 weeks and kept
so
silent
sorry.
about this. Ah!
And so he tells you to come down through this area, and the door closes behind him. And as everybody's running about, he turns to you and goes, "Don't worry, your friends will be close behind." And he continues to lead you down, and there is a big rocky area underneath of this underground area. Sorry. And you see in the distance 6 statues encircled around a stone dais. And you don't even think, you can't think right now. And he says, "I need you to stand in the center there." And you do. You stand in the center of this area. And it's then that light starts to spark around you. And suddenly there is pain. And you are no longer under his control, but you let out a loud scream that everybody can hear now as everybody rushes out through this area. And I'm just going to reveal the entire bottom part of this map. Give me a second. As everybody comes through that door.
That looks bad.
It's not great, I'll tell you that. And thank you to Seafort Games for this beautiful map.
Ooh, that is
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, that's a fucking epic map. Oh my god.
Oh,
that's
it's
epic,
really
dude.
good.
Yeah,
Is that a planet?
that's a planet. And yeah, as you all come out,
That's
you
a
see this water all around you, and it seems to be reflecting a starscape and a planet. But as you look up, you don't see that in the sky. You just see rock.
Damn, no.
And everybody wanders in and immediately is met by 2 hellhounds turning their heads towards you. Alabaster is standing there with her sword over her shoulder. Ryleigh is amongst these statues, screaming as her body erupts into this bright light. Hue're is standing there and turns to you and lets out a big, wicked smile. "Ah, you're all here." He extends his arms, and the illusion disappears. Standing before you is Radiance. Just 1 sec, I'm on the wrong layer. Ruined my everything with the wrong layer. Where's the layers? I hate Roll20 now, guys. Token. No, not the entire map!
Roll20, let her reveal. Please.
Please.
This is a good
Please.
reveal.
There we go.
Roll20, show us
Yes,
where our
yes, yes,
target
yes.
is.
She extends her arms. This tall tiefling woman with horns that curl back like ram horns, long black hair, a large scar across her face, leather armor with feathers on the side. "Good evening, everybody. Glad you could make it. to the new beginning. And I think I'm actually going to end it there for today because this is going to be a big ass fight.
Fun. How dare you?
We're already at like an hour 20 minutes, and I feel like this fight's going to be a bit.
It's going to be a long one.
Yup.
Oh my god.
And
I
this
can't
is-
believe I stayed silent on that for 2 weeks.
Thank you for being a good sport about it, Katie.
No, yeah, that was so good. That was so good. Oh my god.
Phenomenal, but also I hate all of you so much.
Yeah.
But
This is why I said I thought if this was a short session, it'd be okay because there's a big fight.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
big fight.
But yeah, thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you next time. Oh boy.